What's up, everybody? I'm Joey5, and I'm going to show you some magic. Well, really, I'm explaining to you how to do a trick today in this video. This is one of my favorite tricks. My favorite tricks to do if I don't have any other tricks. This is sort of like a go-to trick if you're like on the beach, or you're shopping, or you're in some situation where you don't have anything you could do magic with really with you. You know, imagine you come out of a sauna and you're in nothing but a towel, and then you have to do magic right then. This is my trick that I have for that, always on the back burner. And now this trick is also sort of a roulette because it doesn't work every time. But first I'll show you the trick and then I'll tell you about it. Okay, so for this trick we can do it through the video. It's pretty simple like that. All you have to do is pick a number in your mind between 1 and 10 as quickly as you can. Don't say it out loud. Have you got it? It's a 7. Okay, now that worked on some of you. Alright, and if it didn't work on you, then this next part probably won't work on you. But if it did work on you, then this next part might. Okay, so I want you to pick a basic geometric shape in your mind, like a circle or a square. Have you got one? A triangle. Again, that probably worked on about a fourth of you. The way that the trick works, I'm going to explain it. The way the trick works, if you do it right, and if you have the right timing and pacing, you let them think just the right amount of time, but not too long, to where they change their mind. 1 out of 4 people automatically pick 7. 1 out of 4, statistically. You know, so 25% of the time they pick 7. Now the way you kind of try to pick people that don't seem like they're very critical thinkers, kind of seem maybe like dull or like a little, I don't want to say like stupid, but like not going to overthink things. Not going to overcomplicate it. Like they just want to see some magic. They're not going to try to figure out how you do it too hard. Do it to those people, and it'll usually work because they'll just pick the first number into their head, usually 7. If they do pick 7, then you go on to the next part, because going on to the next part, it's like, alright, you know that they're not going to double think too hard. So you got them. And then when you say, pick a basic geometric shape, circle or square, you already exclude circle and square from their further thought processes. To them, those have already been said out loud. Those aren't options anymore. They're illusions of options, but they're never going to pick those. Basic geometric shapes, they're going to think of a triangle. If you give them long enough, they're going to be trying to remember what a hexagon, the word hexagon or polygon or something like that. But the majority of the time, if they pick 7, they're going to pick triangle. So you just say the first part, pick a number in your mind, 1 through 10, don't say it out loud, and you give them a second. You say, do you have it? But after you say, ask them if they have it, but before they answer yes or no, you just go ahead and say 7. Don't give them a chance to answer, because when you ask them if they have it, they're maybe right on the point of switching from 7 to another number, like, oh, 7's too obvious. But you don't give them that option. You're like, are you done? And they're like, maybe. Then it's a 7, and that's maybe the last number they were thinking of, and they were thinking of changing their mind, or they were thinking of 7, they just switched to 4, which is the second most common number, so that can always be your second guess. And you just get them like that. You only give them just the right amount of time. Practice it some, you'll see that it works more if you rush them just the right amount. And then for the second part, it always kind of is self-working. If you're wrong the first time, and they just don't, respond at all, they're like, no, it was a 9 or an 8 or any of the other numbers. Then you just say, oh, well, worth a shot, and you kind of laugh it off like you were just joking, and then maybe try another trick if you have one, Oh, my phone is gone. See, I didn't even do that. I did that backwards. Can't even do that. I'd be a terrible granddad one day. But anyway, that's the trick. It works really well. A nice follow-up to it that you can use. You say, hey, I'm going to read your mind, number between 1 and 10. They say, wow. You're like, you got them. Then you do a shape, circle or square. Boom, you get them with that. Then at the last thing, you don't really have to even predict anything. You'd be like, oh, I'm going to read your mind again. Say you're doing some girl on the beach or something like that. I'm going to read your mind one more time. Okay, what am I thinking of? You say, oh, okay, here you go. And then you hand them your phone. Go ahead and put your number in there. Over with. You did it. It's over. It's an easy trick. It gets people wowed up. You can kind of use it to start conversations and in a lot of situations. But when you pull it off, like I said, it's a gamble, but when you pull it off, it really works well. And so I hope you enjoy it. I hope you can use it, and let me know what your experiences are with it.